And as you can see, we do have here a QNAP. This one is from a company I'm working for. And the problem was one time or at some point that we would like to reboot this device, the system stuck and the system booting action, all lights lit up, and that's it. So let me show you what I mean. So let's power it on. So now you see system booting, and you see all these LEDs are red. That's not right. Normally they should be green at the beginning and not red. And what now happened is this one here, it won't boot. So it will do this here forever and ever and ever, and it's dead. And there was no HDMI output or anything else. You can't do anything with it, unfortunately. So I found a blog entry that exactly covers what happened to this machine. So you need to know that every CPU has a clock inside. And with this clock, it talks to the system and generates signals, so to say. If this is not working properly, nothing will work. So all the communication to the hard drives and everything else won't work. So, and with certain Intel CPUs, like this one inside from some years ago, around 2016, this will, I think it's in the blog entry. If not, I will link you some more resources to get a better understanding if you're interested in it. And this clock will degrade over time. So that means these signals can't be generated anymore and the whole system breaks down. This happens through voltage shifting, heat, and this wears down the inside clock of the CPU and kills it, basically. But there is one solution, and a very simple solution, and this one we will try out today. There is a way to stabilize this clock with a component. So let's have a look inside this and check out if it will work. So let's turn it off. Brilliant. Now let's get into it. Now we should be able to get this off by pulling it to the back. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, and this device here is a TS653 Pro. It was a very good one, but yeah, with this bug, we have no more joy with it. What I was not aware of, that you are able to upgrade the RAM of it. So nice find through this repair that there was one slot not used. And you see, I already tried this out, obviously, to test it if it really works. So that's why this warranty seal is already broken. So we need to remove this one here, this protection sheet. So let's remove it. So now we have access to it. The part we are interested in is this over here. Let me get it better in frame. Here, these pins over here. Let's see if you can see something from the other side. So this connector here, you want to have a look at these LPC connector. I think so. I believe it is like this, that many of these QNAPs, and it's not just QNAPs, it's also sometimes Synology, basically every device that has this CPU inside could be harmed through this, sad bug of this Intel CPU. So have a look if you found this LPC pins anywhere on the board. And now let's bring it back to the other side. We're interested in two pins. This one and this one. More exact information I will put down in the video description, that you can have a better understanding and read how you can abstract this, maybe if you have another model number or whatever. And we will use a simple component, a 100 ohm resistor. Now you might ask, how can this solve this issue? Well, the idea is that this resistor will stabilize the clock inside the CPU. There must be a certain voltage to work for this clock. Without the resistor, the voltage is either too high or too low. And with this here, we can bring it exactly where we need it to go. or let's say near enough to work again. So, and 100 ohm should be a good starting point. There is some wiggle room, so you have to experiment, but I would always see and think, start with 100 ohm and see what happens. So, yeah. So what we need to do is get this nice, and you see it's already a little bit dirty because I tried it out, that we can permanently mount it here. So let me clean it up. First thing first, let's power on our soldering iron, fume extractor. I think I have to cheat a bit to make this placement right here. Yeah. Well, that's quite experimental here. So, fine. So let's place some flux over the points we want to have it. Always use flux. It cleans the connection and, yeah, helps the solder flow correctly and makes your life so much easier. Okay, and I think what I will do now is let's try to cover this one with heat shrink just to prevent this one here from shorting something out that we don't want to get shorted. So let's have a look here with what do I get, or what do I got. Well, it looks good. Not sure if I ever used them here in this little thing, this little bag. So yeah, but you can use tape to isolate it or whatever you like. Just make sure that you don't, bridge something out. You don't want to get short-cutted or short-circuited. You don't want to bridge. Man, talking is not that easy today for me. Not sure why. So let's see. Let's put it here. So let's make sure that it's centered as good as possible. And I'll use my hot air soldering station, but you could also use a lighter, whatever you have at hand to shrink this tube down. Let's shortly check if it's really a 100 ohm resistor. Let's place it in this component tester here to verify. You could also use a multimeter to do this. This is now easier. And we see 100 ohm. Nice. So let's first remove the solder. Okay, now it is cleared. But yeah, you don't need to put it like this. So be creative. Just make sure that afterwards, when you place it here, you have enough room and nothing will short out. Everything else doesn't matter, if you ask me. But of course, you are responsible for your own repairs. I can't, take any responsibility for changing your device. So please keep this in mind. You could also make your life easier and unscrew the whole motherboard and make it like this. I think it would be easier, but I was lazy and tried the lazy approach, so it took me a bit longer. And you see this one here is fine. We need to cut it obviously in the moment, but now we can put it through this end here. Okay. And this should be it. And I know that some people will now complain, but it doesn't look pretty. And yes, I know. But the important part is it's inside the correct 2 pins and it won't break anything else like shorting stuff that we don't want. get shorted. So the only thing left to do is zoom in for you guys. Oh, we need to cut it from this side. It's pretty hard to accomplish, to film, cut it. Yeah, so let's see. So, where's the other one? Here. Yeah, let's even clean this side. Nice. So, here we are. This pin and this pin connected with the 100 ohm resistor of this sheet. Back in place, and then we will try it out. Connected with power. Maybe I can. Yeah. Okay, it's plugged in. Okay, guys, moment of truth. Power. And you see immediately, these lights are not red anymore. Here, you can see now the lights are green. And yes, I know this position is not very good for the HDs, or HDDs, but yeah, they are already very old, so. And you see, it's behaving differently. So let me place it. Now let's see if it will boot. So, and as we see, the system boots. But to be clear, this fix could last you days, this fix could last you weeks, or it could, probably last you years. So there's no guarantee that it will ever fail again, but the probability is very high because the CPU clock inside will degrade even more. Yeah, what do you think about it? Is it a good and viable fix? I mean, for data recovery, for sure. Go for it. It's definitely worth it. Would I save important data on it? I'm not sure, to be honest. I can't tell you. If this is only your main backup system, I don't recommend it because you don't know when it breaks down. But there are many people, let's say, that this fix works since years for them. So yeah, I'm not sure. What do you think? Would you try to get this up and running again and use it as before? Yeah, in the meantime, a little overview. This is the image of the camera from above. And this one here will be the microscopic camera. You can see over here. We haven't used it yet or today, so maybe you'll see it in upcoming videos, or not maybe. Oh yeah, oh wait, and yes, we see film archive and it's booted.